Namaste and good evening. This is Destiny. I am back with another video. I just got it hot from the press, from the Divine Creator Himself, this powerful message. And I'm going to share it with you right now. Good evening, good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, no matter where you may be across this wonderful and beautiful globe. I got a very powerful word to give to you all tonight. It's a very touchy subject to my heart. And I just want you guys out there to really listen to this message with your whole heart. I know we say you listen with our ears, but there's nothing like listening with your heart, because your heart is your true connection to your greater and higher self. The divine creative God connects with you through your heart. Guys, I'm going to jump into this message right now. So let's talk tonight. Let's have a heart-to-heart talk. And the topic on this subject, and I'm just going to jump right into it because you guys, this is Destiny. And my YouTube channel is Destiny Forever Walks. And guys, I'm always giving you a personal invitation to come to my channel, Destiny Forever Walks, and just sit down and listen to these videos. Listen to the message that is in the videos. That's all I'm asking you. This is such a time as this now that we need to hear words that encourage us, that empower us, that motivate us, to inspire us to see ourselves the way the Creator God sees us. I'm diving deep right now. The topic of this message is called, It's Hard to See Ourselves, or Why Is It Hard to See Ourselves? And listen, people, I'll tell you right, this is going to be deep. Each of us, whether we realize it or not, guys, we have this self-image of ourselves. Think about that. Think about it. Listen very, very, very intently. Listen very, very deep. And you let this word settle within your heart. You need to hear this message. This is an urgent call, an urgent message from the universe, from the creator God of this universe. So I'm telling you again, each of us, my people, whether we realize it or not, we have this self-image of ourselves. We see ourselves in some ways, such as being smart, as being intelligent, or dumb, stupid, wise, fast with quick way of learning, or slow, or we see ourselves kindly, well intentional, or we see ourselves as busy about creating things, or just see ourselves lazy. We sometimes see ourselves as misunderstood, meticulous, or shrewd. And guys, we can pick adjectives that describe ourselves to the very T. Because this is how we see ourselves, and this is what we label ourselves, even a lot of times those images are not accurate or they're false. But that is how we see ourselves. This is how we use these adjectives that describes ourselves. This is the I behind the face in the mirror, my people. This is the I that thinks, the I that dreams, that I person that talks, that I person that feels, the I that believes, and the I that no one knows fully. And sometimes, listen, people, not even your very own self know who you are. And it's so very hard sometimes to sit down and have a conversation with ourselves, with our inner self. It's so hard to sit down and make that connection with ourselves and with the divine creative God of this universe. It is so hard sometimes to believe what he says about us, who he created us to be. He created us in his image. He created us in his likeness. And he said that we were wonderful and fearfully made. But we don't want to believe what the creator God has said about us. But we're so quick to believe what everyone says about us that is so negative, discrediting, so unworthy, and everything that is on the downside of where the creator God has created us to be our greater and our higher and our best selves. It's so hard to see ourselves, people. Why? Why? Sometimes we have to wear colored glasses because we don't want to see ourselves. We got to run and hide ourselves behind disguises or masks or whatever because we don't want to look at ourselves. Even when we get ourselves up into the mirror, it's hard even to look into the eyes of the mirror and see that beautiful person within, know who that person is. Why, my people? Why? Is it so hard to see ourselves? Let me ask you this question. How do we know our true self? And going back, just another question. How do we know our true selves? Listen, we're going to talk. The truth of who we are. People, it is so essential that its absence, it takes a very heavy toll on our lives. On who we really coming to know our true selves is like, we cannot accept that, people. But typically, listen, causing us to lose our self-sense or the sense of ourselves, causing us to lose our personal goals, and causing us to lose our relationships. And a lot of times we're in and out of relationships, broken relationships, hurt, harmful, painful, fearful, threatening, victimized, abuse. And we're losing those relationships because we don't know who we are. We don't allow ourselves to accept the beautiful treasure within us. We don't know anything about our true self. So guys, listen to this. In order to become wholeheartedly ourselves, we must try. We really have to try through an often lengthy process, my people. We got to go through the process. We got to go through the fire. We got to get into the ditches that is so deep. Sometimes we just got to go through to the other side of the pain, through the other side of the hurt, through the other side of the fear and the abandonment, the abuse, and whatever that we may be, that we are so afraid and fearful of. We have to go through to the other side of all of that so we can actually see the reality, the true person who the creator God has created us to be. And it will take time, my people. It is a lengthy process to discover our own personal truth about who we are, about ourselves, about our destiny, our plans, our goals for our lives, our dreams. It's hard. Guys, a truth that may create discomfort before giving us a new sense of freedom. I just say it's not going to be easy at all. It's a process, but we got to go through. We got to live through the pain. We got to do what we got to do in fear, being afraid, keep because you're moving away from those things that is not you, those things that has been labeled to hinder you. And you're moving as you keep going forward because you're growing into your greater and higher self. It's going to cause discomfort. It's going to cause pain. And a lot of people say, without pain, because pain, without pain, what do you expect to gain? You got to go through the pain. And it's a process that may create discomfort, my people, before giving us a new sense of freedom. Accommodating the needs of others often leads us, my people, to only reveal what is expected of us. This, in turn, my people, it renders us unable to differentiate our true selves. And failing to live as a differentiated person, guys, it only leads to a sense of emptiness. It leads to a sense of loneliness. It leads us in a place of fear. It leads us in a place of hurt and feeling abandoned sometimes. It leads us in a place of feeling ugly and unworthy and not valued. But people, listen, we got to get beyond what other people see in us and what other people think about us, with all their negative words and with all their negative sayings spoken against us. And we got to start getting up in our face, or in the face, looking in the mirror at who we really are and accepting that true, beautiful person looking back at you. We got to break those curses in our lives, my people. And guys, listen. When we can't sense our own needs, guess what happens? We wind up feeling so alienated. Can anybody relate to what I'm saying? When we can't sense our own needs, my people, we wind up feeling hurt and so alienated. And you gotta be honest. If you want to be free, you got to be honest. We got to break out lying to ourselves, denying the truth, hiding behind things so we can cover up the pain, so we want to acknowledge it, but it won't go away until you face it and you stand up to it, my people, and you dress it and you come and you look and you keep digging, to keep searching until you can stand up and look at yourself and say, I know that person. We can't sense our own needs sometimes. And I'm telling you again, we wind up, we feeling alienated. We feel so alienated from our very own selves. And when it's only about others, there isn't any room for self. And you gotta listen to this. When it's only about others, then there is no room left for ourselves. And I'm telling you, I've been there, that people pleaser. I did everything for everybody. I put everybody's needs ahead of mine, before mine, and I put myself on the back burner sometimes days in, days out, and I never took care of me because I'm constantly putting other people first, thinking about what their needs are, making sure that they could see the value in them, the worth in them. They could see their true self. But I never saw the needy, the thirsty, the hungry, attention-seeking person that I was. I wanted what I was giving other people. And I didn't get it, my people. I didn't get it from other people. I didn't get the love I wanted from other people. I didn't get the attention that I knew I required or deserved from other people. I didn't get the pat on the back, say, hey, you're great, you're doing a good job. I didn't get it from other people. All my life I fought for that. I sought for that. All my life I ran and did everything trying to get people to say, hey, look at her, she is dynamite. It was not until the creator of this universe, he awakened me to my greater, higher self, and I became to know my value through him. And that's when I stopped allowing people to manipulate me and control my life and to dominate my life. That's what I start standing up to people, looking at them like, you don't know me. You say that you know me, but you have no access in my life unless I get that access to you, and I'm not. I'm taking back my power. I'm taking back my freedom because I know who I am, because the creator of this universe revealed my purpose and my destiny. And he told how valuable I am, how special I am, how wonderful I am. Fearfully made in his image and his likeness, my people. So when it's only about others, my people, there is an inner room for self. So listen to this. If you want to know who you truly are, and so many people are still searching and seeking to find out who they are, trying to find out the true purpose and why they're here on this earth. My people, listen, if you truly want to know who you are, then don't ignore your feelings. Don't ignore your feelings, people. Instead, accept them. Accept those feelings. Accept those fears behind those feelings. Accept those hurts that come along with those feelings, so you can shuffle them around, and you can put these pieces, these broken, hurtful pieces, back together in the right and proper places. Accept them, and then you connect with your deepest values. Your deepest values. People, listen, when we ignore ourselves, when we ignore our true intentions, we betray ourselves, my people. I'm telling you, we betray ourselves, and we give up on what we value the most. That is our own self. We should be loving ourselves more than anything else. We have to learn to love ourselves first. Learn to validate yourself. You don't need nobody's approval or permission to be you. Just be your authentic, beautiful self that the Creator's universe, God, created you to be. And you live it with dareness, with boldness, with confidence, knowing that, hey, he has my back. He already defined who I am. He already predestined me before the foundation of the world to be powerful, to be great and awesome. And then you own that power, my people. You own that power. You own it, because we betray ourselves, people, when we give up ourselves, and when we don't value ourselves, because we are the most precious gift. So if you want to live, my people, a fulfilling life, then you must first know who you truly are. And this is sometimes, or this is something that it takes searching to do. It may take years of searching and searching, and many places you got to go, and many round the road trips and whatever. You may have to go round and round and round and round again, but you don't quit. You don't give up, and you just keep diving in deep and keep searching, and knowing that the answer is inside of you, and that the Creator of the universe, God's going to bring that in front of you and going to reveal who you truly are. Guys, it never happens when you're stuck in fear, or when you're stuck in doubt. And listen, it certainly doesn't happen when you're numb and you're disconnected from your own self. That's where we get stuck at, because we disconnect from our own selves, because we are being wired to what other people have programmed us to be. We become puppets on strings. So I'm asking you this question. Listen, are you having trouble connecting with your true self? These balls say, well, Destiny, I know who I am. You don't know who you are until you go deep within yourself. And your true self within you will connect you with the higher, greater power of this universe, the Creator who created you in His likeness and His image. And He's purposed you for greatness. He has destined you to be your beautiful and your most powerful self. Are you willing to go in deep? Or are you continuing having trouble connecting with your true self? Answer the question. Let me tell you what I did for you, my people. I compiled the questions here that I'm going to ask you below to give you a chance to start uncovering your passions. Start to uncovering your values and your desires and your motivations. Okay, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you jumpstart your life. I'm gonna help you to jumpstart your life. I'm gonna ask you these questions. Listen to this. Gaining a sense of who you are is the greatest knowledge that you will ever acquire. You better believe that. So I'm gonna ask this question again. Why is it so hard to see ourselves? Why is it so hard to see ourselves the way that the Creator God of this universe, who has created us to be? The true, authentic person, our higher and greater self. Why is it so hard to see ourselves the way that the Creator sees us? Well, let me tell you this. Today, my people, we are going to find out who we are. Today we're going to find out our purpose, our desires, our goals, and our true connection with the divine higher power, the Creator God of this universe, and our own higher self. Today we're going to find out so we can finally see our true self by answering these questions. And I'm just going to put them out there, and you can listen to them, go back and replay them. And then you want to comment on these questions, then you drop your comments in the comment section below to any one of these questions. Just put question number 1, I'm going to answer that, and you answer question number 1. Or question number 2, however, what questions that you want to answer. Let's get started. Let's find out today who we are so we can finally see our true self, people, by answering these 8 questions. Number 1, what do I love unconditionally? Number 2, what is my number 1 accomplishment in life? Number 3, what do I enjoy doing when no one is watching? Number 4, if there was no such thing as fear and failure, what would my life look like? Number 5, if I had $100 million, what would I do? Number 6, who is my role model? Number 7, if I had $30,000 to donate to a cause, what would I donate it to? And the last question is number 8. If I went to sleep tonight and a miracle occurs so that all of my problems were gone and I was happy when I woke up, what would be the first thing that I'll see? What would my life look like? You can answer all 8 questions, or you can answer any of those questions. Just put the question that you're answering, like number 6, who's my role model? Then you put 6, blah blah, or whatever, and you answer those questions. So you're gonna have to go back and rewind and replay until you get all these questions. I can't repeat all this, my people. It's very important to you. You will take the time to go back. So these are just some questions to help you to get started on the process of knowing your true self and discovering what your goals are and your values. And it's truly going to help you to see yourself the way that the Creator God of this universe created for you to be, and that the way that He sees you. It should not be that hard to see who you are when you were created in the likeness and in the image of God Himself. That is awesome, beautiful, and that's the best and the most beautiful thing that you can ever see. You are beautiful. On that further note, on Not of Fear, Namaste, meditate on that. I'll see you in the next video. Watch my video messages and please take it very seriously. Everything that has been said in these video messages, because these are uploads from, these are downloads, from the divine creator God to me to give to you, because he has me on this journey doing my plan and purpose, which he created me, is to empower, to encourage, motivate, and inspire you to become your greater and higher version of who you are and become your authentic, beautiful self, knowing your power. I would say I love you. Good night.